Better cool on your faction. Ready for the curtain call, last camera action.
And here we are, the final session at the Lifesaving World Championships, the Youth Interclub, about to be wrapped up here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre. I'm Jen Parry. We've got Christy Munro on deck. Christy, we're nearly done.
We are, Jen, here for the afternoon finals session. We've got the mannequin carry with fins, the rescue medley, and we'll be finishing up with the 4x50 mixed pool lifesaver relay.
Can't believe that we're here already. It's been 6 big days of racing already for our juniors for this Interclub Championships. 3 days down at Kurrawa Beach, 2.5 now here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre. And once we've done the races today, and as you said, there's only a few to get through, we are all jumping in the bus. We're heading down to Kurrawa, and there we will crown our Interclub World Champion for 2024. Short finals program this afternoon as well. Christy, do you want to take us through what is in store?
Yes, you can see the events on screen. We'll start with the women's 100-metre mannequin carry, followed by the men's. We've got the 100 rescue medley and then the 4x50 pool lifesaver. So we will have A and B finals. So we'll start with the women's B final. Not too far away from a start there. Lots still on offer this afternoon. Some more world champions to crown.
Well, 5 in total to crown from here. We can see just outside of where we are, the ladies are getting ready to marshal, and we do want to make sure we're saying all of our good thank yous this afternoon. The marshals have done an incredible job working with the live heat system, which is very new for not only the Australians here, but for our international friends as well. So wonderful that everyone at home can be following along on liveheats.com, where you will also see these start lists here. So the ladies about to be in action. It is going to be Emily Fitzgerald from the Sunshine Coast Grammar Pool Lifesaving Club leading us off. Anna McLaren from Waimarana in New Zealand. Bella Murchie from Mordialloc in Victoria, Australia. Isla Petherbridge, phenomenal in that 100 toe earlier in the carnival. Excited to see her now in the carry. Eleanor Flowers from Trig Island. Indy Bland from Maroochydore. Abigail Skinder from Pacific Swim Academy, silver medalist in the Super Lifesaver yesterday. Let's see what she's got left in the tank. And Carolyn Coder from Bietigheim-Bissingen in Germany, our final qualifier. Christy, what do the girls have left? Will they be able to lift for these final races?
Yeah, just so fascinating to listen to those list of names here, which is the B final. So such a high quality field. You mentioned there Isla Petherbridge, so unlucky, just missing out on that A final. She'll be wanting to put a really good show, stamp a really great time as a way to finish off her Worlds campaign.
And for some of our athletes who don't have the larger team around them, they may not be racing in that mixed Lifesaver relay to finish. For some of them, this could be their last performance, their last opportunity to be in the water at the World Championships.
Can hear the whistle down there, getting them on their blocks.
And the girls shaking the legs out, making sure that they are very steady, very stable now in the starters' hands. And Christy, you've got to think with the cream of the crop here, the best of the best in the A and B finals, I'm thinking most of the girls will probably stay under this entire first 50. We can see the mermaids go past. It looks to be maybe only one or two ducking up for a breath, and really important to manage the angles as they head back down.
Yeah, Jen, majority of the athletes, as you mentioned, they're choosing to go that first 50 underwater. We have a leader out in front. It is Isla Petherbridge, as we expected, in lane 4, just powering ahead. There she is there with the blue and red cap.
And also a fellow Kiwi across the pool there in lane 2. She's got the white cap. That's Anna McLaren from Waimorana. The Kiwis getting it done. But Indy Bland from Maroochydore starting to come up in lane 6, challenging for that lead. Has Isla got enough in the tank? Can those legs get her home? She's been so strong. I had nothing to worry about, and neither did Isla. This is a convincing win here in the B final.
Yeah, 57.42. I think Isla's going to be happy with that time. So first to Isla Petherbridge in a time of 57.42. Second there to Indy Bland, finishing fast. She finished with a time of 59.74.
So just to give you an idea of the speed there, Isla Petherbridge qualified 9th overall in this B final, a time of 1:01.8 in the heats earlier today, and she has just come through now with a massive swim. That is a significant drop from the heats to the finals.
Yeah, she would have liked to have done that time this morning to bank herself a spot in the A final, but she'll go home very, very happy with that time and a win here in our B final. Just watching the finish there on the replay, so strong.
Gosh, I just want to check her expression as she goes around and she sees the time and she goes, ooh, 57 on the board. She's got to be happy with that. I know it was a massive PB for her in that 100 toe where she took out the world title at the Interclub Championships in a time that actually would have won the international teams racing as well. So Isla Petherbridge, a star of now, but very much a star of the future for the Kiwis. 57.4 on the blocks on the board there for her. Indy coming through another sub 60 time. We love these milestones that we're seeing the girls reach.
Yeah, I think our 1 and 2 places in that B final will be very, very happy with that time. Probably some nervous competitors watching that on from the A final.
Absolutely, and that is the A final up on screen now. We will be led by Madison Jones in lane 1 from the Currumbin Beach Vikings. Gemma Holt from Mordialloc making her way out as well. There is Bianca Raywood from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. But across the field, we've got Gemma Holt from Mordialloc, also represented Australia last week. Olivia Tukia, watch out for her from Currumbin. But the fastest qualifier was Katarina Seelner from Lukenwald. She would love to repeat this morning's incredible performance with a World Championship victory. Her teammate Mara Walter from Lukenwald is in lane 5. Lucy Kinnear from Waimorana. The South African superstar Kira Van Heerden is in 7. And we saw earlier Bianca Raywood making her way out onto the field there. Bianca was a B finalist at the international teams. Wonderful to see her stepping up into the A's, and thinking about that incredible super lifesaver, Christy, that she did yesterday. She did a massive PB, huge drop in time. Could we be about to see something special from lane 8 in the A final now?
Yeah, I know Bianca was a little bit disappointed with some of her times from the international competition, and with every race she has gained so much more experience and confidence. She's taken some of those times, really reduced some of those times in these last 3 days, and I would expect her to step it up again here. She's a real racer.
Absolutely, big time racer. On screen there in the white cap, that is Lucy Kinnear from Waimorana, just getting the fins on, getting ready. And these two, the ones to watch from Lukenwald, Katarina and Mara. Now they're probably training partners, friends, but now they are fierce competitors, just getting those fins on, sharing a little bit of soap on the blocks. We can see the girls getting ready. And Christy, you got to speak to a few of our friends from Lukenwald yesterday, so strong in those relays.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the two on screen, they are club mates and secured a gold medal in one of our relays yesterday. So Very, very excited. They'll have to bring themselves back down for this finals this afternoon. A whole lot of work still to be done ahead of them.
And we do love seeing all the different national flags represented there. We've got Australia, Germany, New Zealand and South Africa in the mix. And someone on screen that we just saw, Olivia Tukia, my gosh, she was wonderful in that 100 rescue medley heats. She'll be lining up again for another A final very, very soon. She's been so strong for Currumbin, and she really just missed that junior Blackfins team. So to see her come out so strongly, get some fantastic times on the board and really put her case forward for national selection in the future. We can see the girls just coming up now, Christy. They'll take their positions, but they will be in the starters' hands very soon. I'm going to let you take this one away.
So they are set. Bianca Raywood closest to the bottom of the screen. As we expect, most of these swimmers will do the first 50 metres underwater, butterfly kick. We won't expect them to surface.
And for any nippers who are watching this one, have a look at that amazing streamlined position as well. No Supermans out in front. You've got to keep your hands together. And Christy, my gosh, this is anyone's race at the start. Maybe lane 4 looking very good. Maybe lane 3.
Yeah, Olivia Tukia, as we thought there. There's a flyer down the bottom there. That's Bianca Raywood. So she has done a fabulous first 50. What has she got left?
So there we go. Lane 4 looking very, very good. That's Katarina from Lukenwald, the fastest qualifier, but lane 8 we think could be in the mix as well. Fantastic racing. The girls giving it absolutely everything. Lucy Kinnear in the mix as well in the white cap, but I think it is going to be the girl from Lukenwald, the fastest qualifier from today, Katarina. She comes through 56.16. Christy, we have a new world champion. How exciting.
Katarina in 1. We've got Lucy Kinnear in 2. And it was Bianca Raywood, that outside lane, lane 8, comes home for 3rd.
Oh, and look how much it means to her as well. That's a big win, an emotional win as well. And how good is it that you get to do that next door to your club mate as well. Both of those girls sharing in a very, very special race. This is special. This is what it means to be at the Lifesaving World Championships, to perform at the top level in our sport. But Katarina from Lukenwald, what a performance, what a finish. She set it up absolutely beautifully here. We can see she's in the top of those yellow lane ropes there. And that is the team, that is the cheer squad from Lukenwald. The yellow shirts, you can pick them from absolutely everywhere. And this is where she realises she's done it, she's made it. She's the new world champion in the 100 carry. Fantastic work. Oh, this is the emotion that we want. This will be on the highlights video for sure. The two Lukenwald teammates embracing on the line. And they will make their way out of the water soon. We'll get to celebrate with them. But let's recognise these official results now. Katarina and Lucy, both incredible competitors there. And there we go. Kira Van Heerden, how is she still going? An incredible performance from the South African, 58.61. Mara, also from Lukenwald, she finished up in 5th overall, 59.2. Olivia Tukia, 59.9. Wonderful to see 6 out of the 8 competitors breaking that 1 minute barrier. It's a big milestone to reach for our youth competitors, and let's face it, for some of our opens as well in the 100 carry. A fantastic performance and a new world champion in Katarina Salna. What a swim, what a performance. 56.16. I think that's going to be a great time for her as well. But while the women are done, we can see the B final for the men lining up already. And we will bring you those in just a moment. It's going to be a fast race here. In the B final for the men, Jack Hanford from Morangi Bay, Lucas Wunder from Lukenwald, James Lee of Met Caloundra, Jack O'Brien from Currumbin Vikings, Matthew Lowe from Northcliffe, Jacob Falconer of Ocean Beach, Jaden Dion Dorr from Lukenwald, and Devon Gordon Michael from Lukenwald. More Lukenwald in the mix, 3 in this B final now. They would love to emulate Katarina's fantastic performances, taking out that win in the women's race then. And here we go, the men's B final up very, very soon. We can see that the competitors nearly all up on the blocks. That is Jackson Brennan taking in the big breaths. So unlucky to miss out on that A final berth. He is the fastest qualifier for this B final, racing from lane 4. That is Ocean Beach's Jacob Falconer in 6, a fantastic performer Wonderful to see him here repping the club. Only a few from Ocean Beach in the youth competition, but here we go, ready for a start. And we are away. B final for the 100 carry for the men. An incredible performance. They've done so much just to get to this position right now. We can see them heading underwater. I don't think many of them will surface, if any, at all. And it looks to be Jaden Dion from Lukenwald very fast over this side, and Matthew Lowe maybe from Northcliffe in lane number 5 looking very, very strong. And it is lane 5, lane 7. The race is on. I want to say lane 7, probably the best of it at the moment, but have a look. James Lee from Met Caloundra is in the mix, but also Jack O'Brien coming through that white cap from Currumbin. More of the butterfly stroke in there. I think it's going to be a race between lane 2, 4 and 7. Here we go at the touch. Who's it going to be? I want to say the Currumbin Vikings need to get the hand to the wall. Oh, fantastic time for Jack O'Brien. 51.26. What a swim, what a performance. 51.26. Jack O'Brien taking out the B final, but now Christy is down on the beach with the winner of the women's race.
I'm down here poolside with Katarina. It took a little bit of extra time just getting those fins off. The legs are exhausted. You put absolutely everything into that race.
Yeah, I feel so amazing and my muscles are dead.
We saw just how happy and elated you were to finish that race. That one really meant so much.
Yeah, it feels so good and yeah, I don't know what to say.
It's a lot of pressure being in lane 4 and then I guess to come out and actually be crowned the world champion. You've done everything that could be expected. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And your teammate finishing in 5th. What a great day for the club.
Yeah, we have the boys race next and we're excited.
Well, all the best. I'll let you go and cheer them on.
Thank you.
Oh, fantastic work, Christy. And we are seeing the replay now. This is the B final for the men that we saw just earlier. Fantastic work at the turn there. Really swift to get those ankles around, hit the wall at speed. This is where we saw Matthew, I think it was one of the Northcliffe crew doing an incredible start there, but at the wall, big touch for Jack O'Brien to take out that B final, but the A's coming up next. This is going to be one of the most popular events of the program. Fantastic work there, Jacko, 51.26. It was official now. Here's your B final, a winner in the 100 carry, but for now we are getting ready for the A. The men are already being brought out onto pool deck. Wonderful to see a few from different clubs, different countries in the mix as well. From the top of screen, we will have Oscar Starr Thomas. Now, he was a bolter from lane 1. Had to endure that very nervous wait to make this A final. Noel Langer from Langenberg into Lachlan Vink from Metropolitan Caloundra in Australia. Lane 3, Heath Corrie, the fastest qualifier. I don't want to say it's a surprise because we know he's an incredible performer, but to see him in the A qualifying spot here in such an impressive field, it's wonderful to see. The Aussie reps are next, Braden Woodford and Kai Gilbert, and then we have Devon Cath from Lukenwald, Darcy Higgins from Maroochydore. Christy, what a lineup, what an A final. And how excited was Katarina on pool deck? Just wonderful.
So much emotion. Yeah, she needed a little bit of help from one of the Currumbin girls just to get her fins off. We could see the time it took to get those on, and it doesn't help just with that lactic acid build-up. But it was beautiful to see just that sheer emotion when she hit the wall. And, trained so hard. Have come such a long way to compete in these World Championships. And she goes home with a gold medal.
Oh, that just makes it a little bit easier, doesn't it? And also gold medals with her teammates from those relays as well. Wonderful to see so many of our German friends making the big trip to Australia to race here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre. And the fact that we have now nearly wrapped up 17 days of racing across ocean, pool, beach, IRBs, surfboats, march past, whatever you want. We've got it here at the Lifesaving World Championships. And for these boys now lining up for the A final, Chrissy, some of these men would have been thinking about this race since the last World Championships. They've really been targeting this one, and now is the time to shine. Now is the time that they need to perform and step up.
Yeah, they've done all the hard work. They've got themselves a spot in the A final. really could be anyone's race, not too much separating the field in terms of time. So we'll keep our eye on Oscar Starr-Thomas and Darcy Higgins, who are at either end of the pool. We've seen them qualify through those early heats without having a lot of competition, so they may still have a little bit of time to shave off.
Yep, they might be able to lift now that they've got this incredible team around them here. It was Heath Corrie from Mordialloc, the fastest qualifier. Very much looking forward to see if he can replicate that incredible time from this morning. But Christy, we're seeing every single final our athletes are finding something extra in the tank. They're finding the extra energy, and they're keeping on dropping those times from the heats to the finals.
You can see they're in their set position now. And an even start as our swimmers hit the water. We'll see the men 50 metres underwater. They'll fly down in about 17 or so seconds.
And I think that's a trademark fast start there from Braden Woodford. He's known for getting out very quickly in both the 100 carry and the 100 tow. The challenge will be if he can hold on, because we have got some quality in the field. 3, 4 and 5. That's Lockie Vink, Heath Corrie, Braden Woodford. Kai Gilbert knows what it takes to win on the world stage. Devon Carth from Lukenwald in lane 7 looks really, really strong. But could this be the race now, Christy? Could Mordialloc come through for a world title?
Yeah, Braden Woodford going strong alongside Heath Corrie. I think it's going to be Braden Woodford on the wall, just with the touch.
I was nervous with that glide to the wall, Christy. 48.1 for Braden Woodford takes the World Championships. And how wonderful is this? Not only Heath Corrie from Mordialloc in 2, but from lane 8, Darcy Higgins from Maroochydore takes the bronze medal in a time of 50.16. The lane 8 flyer comes through. We love to see that.
Oh, nothing separating. You can see the exhaustion on Braden Woodford's face as we watch the replay.
And I want to see, yep, there is lane 8. That is Darcy, who came through for an incredible finish there. Wonderful to see the Maroochydore Black Swans picking up some great points. So the action was here in the middle of the pool, 5-4. And then as we pan out, we see it is lane 8. Darcy Higgins of Maroochydore picking up a bronze medal. Fantastic performance. But for Braden Woodford, my gosh, he's done an incredible volume of races, and he's still performing at this top level. Just incredible to see. And he definitely deserves a massive break after this. And it was Lachlan Vink, Met Caloundras 50.79 coming through in 4th. Oscar Starr-Thomas of Maroochydore in 5. Devon Carth from Lukenwald, Kai Gilbert of Northcliffe, and Noel Langer from Langenberg rounds out the field. What a race, what a performance. And for some of these men, that may well wrap up their Lifesaving World Championships campaign, especially for our Finns specialists. Big race, and as we always say, it's a last one, fast one for the boys there. So we are 4 races deep already in this finals program. We are nearly at the halfway mark, if you can believe it. We have done both of the A and B finals for the women and the men in the 100 carry with Finns. The rescue medley is up next. So still a 100 metre distance to cover, but a very different race, as you will see here. If you've only just joined us for the finals, you've chosen the best time of the day to come through. We are showcasing the best young lifesavers in the world. The 100 carry is done, the rescue medley up next. And then we will close today's proceedings. We will close the championships, I should say, with the mixed 4x50 pool lifesaver relay. And at the end of those races, we will know who will be crowned the Interclub champions for 2024. Those celebrations and presentations will be made at Karawa Beach this afternoon. But for now, let's go down onto pool deck with Christy.
Braden, you are the world champion in the 100 mannequin carry, qualified in lane 5. So you had a little bit of extra work to do in the final, but you got the job done.
Yeah, this morning Heath Corrie, who was qualified in first into the final, had a blistering 100 this morning. He went 48, like 3, I believe it was, and had a really good race. But luckily I was in the last heat this morning. I did a little bit of tactical play and just went a little bit slower, so I could see him on my way home in that final. And he had a good race this morning. I knew that I had to put pressure on him in that first 50 so I could, work my magic.
You're a gold medalist from our ocean events, a gold medalist now in the pool events. How does it compare?
Ocean and pool are two very different but very similar events. Definitely coming off the back of the national teams week, I had a few races in the pool, a few in the surf. I won the tow last week, came third this week. Mentally trying to get back up and race in the pool sometimes is a lot harder because it's harder to peak very often. So coming from that surf swim win was a very massive positive, and to take at least one win here at Interclub in the pool it was pretty stoked. Yeah.
Well, you're finishing on a massive high. Go and enjoy the rest of the celebrations with your Bulleye Club.
Thank you very much. Will do.
Fantastic work, Christy, and again a huge congratulations to Braden. What a swim. Love hearing about the tactics as well, coming from those heats through to the finals, and definitely got the job done, worked his magic as he said, and that is a huge sense of satisfaction, and he should be celebrating with Bulleye very, very soon. But the 100-metre rescue medley is up next. We will start with those ladies in the B final. We'll bring them out on pool deck in just a moment. You can see there is a very short turnaround for the team here as they come through. From lane 1, we have Frida Meritig from Norderstedt, Anna McLaren back again from Weimaraner, Indy Bland from Maroochydore in 3, Alina Wagner from Lukenwald is in lane 4, Alyssa Tapper from Northcliffe in 5, Eleanor Flowers from Trigg in 6, Abigail Skinder from Pacific, and Katarina, she's back, Christy. She never went away. We haven't given her the gold medal just yet, but you've got to think the confidence that she would be feeling right now, but to regroup, to recover, and to focus back for this 100 medley, it's a really tough ask.
She was incredibly spent after that race only just some short minutes ago, so we'll have to wait and see how quickly she has recovered for this B final of the rescue medley.
And this is a tough one. No fins in this race. The girls will swim a 50 free, take a massive breath at that halfway mark, swim 17.5 underwater, at which point they will collect a submerged mannequin and then tow it without fins to the end of the pool. Chrissy, this is such a tough race. You rate it as the hardest on the program.
Yeah, Indy Bland from Maroochydore, lane 3. She is also backing up from those carries, so no signs of fatigue there for Indy Bland with an early lead. We come across there to Alyssa Tapper from Northcliffe, looking very comfortable, very controlled.
And loving the work of Eleanor Flowers next door as well. She's in lane 6. The girls will go through. Big breath on the turn, and I think it is Alyssa Tapper who is first to the wall, 30.83 feet on the wall.
Yeah, so Alyssa Tapper from Northcliffe, we thought she would be the first one down. You can see her just surfacing with the mannequin. She holds the mannequin a lot deeper than a few of our other competitors, but that technique absolutely works for her. She is flying as she comes into this last 25 metres.
And Christy, she's opened up a huge lead on the rest of the field, but we did see some of our German competitors come through. Alina Wagner, you can see her just pushing up in lane 4 next to her, but I think she may have left the run too late. Alyssa Tapper from Northcliffe is well clear, a solid body length on the rest of the field. This is a dominance performance in the B final.
Alyssa Tapper hits the wall in first. It's a 1:17 to take out the B final. So ahead of Alina Wagner in a 1:19. Massive swim there. Congratulations, Alyssa Tapper.
And when we think of the broader view here, Northcliffe definitely one of those clubs vying for that overall point score. They would have been very happy with Alyssa's race there, obviously for her personally, but in terms of the club view as well, great points to pick up there in a 1:17.46. That is a great time as well. I'm just going to go back and check those heat swims really quickly, because I think she was definitely up there, but I think she was a 120.5 in the heats again. We're seeing significant drops from heats to finals, so excited to see what that could mean for our A finalists. But for now, we congratulate Alyssa Tapper, 1:17, Alina coming through in 1:19, and Indy Bland from Maroochydore, 1:20.27. Great swimming for these ladies, and if they're not in that mixed relay, that could be the job done for them. They could be finished.
Yes, we saw Indy there taking it out hard to the start, but finishing with a third in the B final. We have a look now at the start list for our A finalists.
Olivia Tukia in 1 from Currumbin Beach, Amaya Lopez from Morty Alec in lane 2. Madison Jones, she was great in the heats earlier today. Keen to see what she can deliver now. Bianca Raywood, and a special happy birthday to Bianca Raywood. Having her birthday at the World Championships, where else would you rather be? Happy birthday, Bianca. Do hope there is cake and gold medals. Oh no, it's Jasmine's birthday. Jasmine's birthday today. We want cake and gold medals for everyone. But Kira Van Heerden in 5, Jasmine, birthday girl Raywood in 6, Gemma Holt in lane 7, and fantastic work, Naisha Shetty from Rashtriya Lifesaving Society. Now, Naisha is just dropping times every time she jumps in the pool, PBs, personal bests. She had an incredible performance last week for the Indian national team in the B final for this event. Now stepping up here, the 8th qualifier for the A final in the Interclub. What a performance, and what an incredible crowd of women she's surrounded by.
Yeah, we'll keep our eye on Naisha. She'll be closest to the bottom of the screen in lane 8. You can see Clifton Beach on screen.
It's Kira Van Heerden lining up again for the team. That's Bianca Raywood on screen just behind the yellow cap of Clifton. And we do introduce our finalists onto pool deck, going from lane 8 as the last qualifier, then lane 1, lane 7, lane 2. And it does mean that for the girls who are, or the men who as well, who are the fastest qualifiers, they have the least amount of time before they need to get ready, get focused and back up on pool deck. But Bianca Raywood, an incredible performance this morning, 1:16.45, Kira 1:16.47. So this is going to be a tight one, Christy. I can't back a horse in this race. Anyone could win this one.
No, and we just saw there some of our male swimmers saved a little bit for the finals. So just because you're the fastest qualifier doesn't mean you're the fastest swimmer.
And here we go. Wonderful to see the Raywood sisters in this final here. The girls just making sure everyone is ready, making sure everyone is safe on the blocks here as we get started. But with 3 1:16 qualifiers earlier today, and then quite a few on that 1:18 mark, Christy, I'm really keen to see who pushes it early, who makes an early statement and says, I really, really want this. I'm going to go into a little bit extra oxygen debt before I go into that underwater.
Yeah, we saw Bianca this morning go out in 30 seconds for her first 50. We'll see if they pick that up for the finals. It was a blistering time in the heat. Don't know if she's got that much left in the tank. She goes through in a similar time, 30.4. Raywood turns first.
And Raywood turns second as well. Jasmine, the birthday girl, in 30.62. So only 0.2 the difference. And here's where we find out who has done that underwater work, who's got the great streamline. And it is definitely in lane number 4. Bianca Raywood looks the best of it at the moment. Kira Van Heerden trying to stay with her, but this could be similar to the Super Lifesaver yesterday, Christy. She took a massive personal best, a massive win there. Is she about to go the double?
She doesn't look like she's slowing down at all. A massive kick. Her stroke rate is high. She can sense that she's close. 5 more metres to swim for Bianca Raywood. She will become the world champion.
Oh my gosh, look at that time as well. That is so impressive.
5 seconds off her heat time.
Oh my gosh. So she went, for the national teams comp last week, she went 1:15. She has just done a 1:11.51. That is a time that is well at home for our open competitors as well. Talk about lifting for the big races. It is Bianca Raywood in 1. Kira Van Heerden comes through for South Africa in 2. And Jasmine Raywood, the birthday girl, happy birthday, have a bronze medal at the World Championships. What a performance. Gemma Holt comes through. Fantastic work to Gemma. She's had a massive program over the last few weeks. She's Australian team members with both Bianca and Jasmine. Madison Jones, 1:16.7 for her great swim. Amaya Lopez in 6. But it's all about that girl on screen giving the big number ones there. Bianca Raywood, your world champion for the Interclub competition here in 2024, 1:11.51. A fantastic performance, a great swim. And a huge, huge PB there, I would say. That's an incredible, impressive time there, 1:11.51. She set it up beautifully in that first 50, strong underwater and absolutely powered home. Wonderful to see, and she will share, again, a podium with her sister, Jasmine. Jasmine was first in the ski, Bianca was second. So from the ocean in Karawa to the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre here, Fantastic racing for the Raywoods and fantastic points for Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park as well. Congratulations to those ladies on a massive few weeks of competition here at the Lifesaving World Championships. So racing through the program, only 4 races left to go. We have the men's B and A final for the rescue medley, and then it will be the 4x50 Lifesaver Relay, the only mixed event on the program today that we will be heading through this afternoon, and that is how we will close out. So have a look at that. Carries done, women's rescue medley done, and the men's rescue medley will be up next, starting as always with the B finals. Then we will bring the A's out. We will take a very short break just before that final race of the mixed pool Lifesaver Relay, just because so many of our athletes are backing up between each of those. But here we go. Christy is down on pool deck, ready for a chat.
Bianca, huge congratulations. You took so much time off your heat swim. Was that a PB for you?
Yeah, it was like a tiny PB, but I'm really happy with that.
You turned in first, just ahead of your sister. Did you know where you were at the halfway mark?
Yeah, I could see everyone when I turned, but I know my underwater's stronger than everyone else's.
You looked so strong throughout that, particularly in that last 25. We've been talking about the massive program. How are you still finding energy in the tank?
Yeah, well, I was really worried doing that off the back of a 100 carry, so I was pretty nervous, but I knew I just had to relax, get my heart rate back down, and just dig in.
Congratulations, you are the world champion. Go and enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, fantastic work, and always wonderful chatting with the world champions. We have the best job going around here, and a huge congratulations. Bianca taking a big win there, a 1:11.51. Kira Van Heerden from South Africa in 2, and Jasmine Raywood, the birthday girl today, will be celebrating with a bronze medal later on. So as I said, we're moving through the program. The men are up next for our B final, and we can see on screen it is Jacob Falconer from Ocean Beach will be lane 1, the top of your screen. Oscar Star Thomas back in the mix here as well from Maroochydore. Luca Widmer from Met Caloundra in 3. From Currumbin we have Alex Walker and William Love. Heath Corrie, who's already picked up a silver medal for Morty Alec in the 100 carry, is in lane 6. Rowan Toon is in 7, and Darcy Higgins from Maroochydore in lane number 8. So we can see the boys just making their way out onto pool deck. That pale blue cap, Christy, we've seen that so many places over the past few days. Metropolitan Caloundra, they are always punching above their weight. Led out from the very first race, Poppy Stevens taking a big win in the 200 obs. The line throw girls getting it done as well. They have got so much to celebrate when they get back home to Met Caloundra.
We spoke about the difficulty of these events on the program and backing up for these finals with such a short turnaround.
It's a really tough one. It feels like we're at the Aussie Pool Rescue Championships at the moment. All of those Aussie flags across the screen. And I'm loving the work of Heath Corrie in lane 6. He was up very, very quickly. And I always love hearing from the athletes like Bianca saying, I had a really short turnaround from that 100 carry. I knew I had to get back. It's such a tough ask. But in lane 4, Alex Walker starting to push ahead, as is Rowan Toon in lane 7.
Yes, it's Alex Walker with a narrow margin. We'll watch him turn there now in 27.8. Just ahead of Rowan Toon, lane 7 from Northcliffe. We'll watch this underwater work as they head the 17.5 metres to pick up their mannequin off the bottom of the pool.
I want to say it's nearly 5, 4, 3 and 2 altogether at the moment. Lane 7 trying to push in here as well, but he's in lane 4 for a reason. Alex Walker, so unlucky to miss out on that A final, but he is the fastest qualifier in the B, looking really strong. Have a look at that kick and the stroke rate as he comes through. Is he going to get there? I feel like he's starting to struggle, as we all would at this point. But wowee, what a performance. What a finish.
Very strong finish there from William Love, but it is Alexander Walker from the Currumbin Beach Vikings, just ahead of his teammate William Love in second.
Do love that very much. Alex Walker first in the B final there. And again, when we think about that overall point score, Currumbin picking up maximum points here in the B final with a 1-2 finish.
So a 108.7 for Alexander Walker, a 1:09.17 for William Love. We're just having a look at that replay. It was really after that pickup that Alexander Walker went to work dying in those last few metres, but he had done enough.
I know, we say dying, but he was like, nope, this is the race plan. I timed it perfectly. So he touched the wall when he was absolutely finished. And I think that's when we talk about fearless racing, that is the way to do it, Christy. You want to finish knowing that there's nothing left to give. You've left it all out there. And you're rewarded here, like Alex Walker, with a win in the B final.
Yeah, Oscar Starr Thomas finishing in third ahead of Jacob Falconer, both with a 109.
Yep, fantastic racing across the board. And the B final is done, which means we're about to bring out the A final, the last individual A final actually of the day, Christy. And we saw an incredible race earlier today. Riley Brennan, who is racing from lane 4, the fastest qualifier, he went out in a 1:02.32. Matthew Lowe, the next fastest qualifier, nearly 2.5 seconds adrift there. But it's going to be a fantastic race. Kobe Holden in lane 1 will lead us out. Braden Woodford, what has he got left after that win in the carry? Leo Elias Bauman, now he is a gold medalist already in the 50 carry, so expecting something special from him. And further down the pool, then we go to Riley Brennan in 4. Matthew Lowe could be out to ruin the party here from Northcliffe in 5. Tom Habel from Lukenwald. Kai Gilbert in 7 from Northcliffe. And James Lee from Metcaloundra coming out now. So that is Braden Woodford. You've got to think there's some wobbly legs getting around pool deck at the moment.
It doesn't get much harder than that 100 carry, and a lot of lactic and a very, very short turnaround. So Braden will be up against it. A very strong favourite in the middle of the pool is Riley Brennan. 2 seconds is a big, big margin in pool swimming.
You've got to think the man that we just saw on screen, the yellow cap, that's Leo Elias Bauman from Lukenwald. So strong in that 50. Gave a fantastic interview as well. Wonderful to see him combining with his teammates for a gold medal as well. But all eyes on that man in the white cap, just leaving those headphones on until the last minute. And Christy, it's fascinating to watch the last minute race prep and just how our athletes maintain the focus up until that final moment.
Yeah, it's an interesting feeling out there on pool deck. It's a relaxed vibe, but you can certainly feel the nerves during this finals afternoon. There's Riley Brennan on screen. He looks focused. He looks ready.
He really does. Bit of drama for him yesterday in those finals. So you've got to think after such an incredible heat swim earlier today, that 1:02, which is, again, the reason that he is the international champion for this event. He went 1:01.77 to take out the big race last week, just ahead of the Italians, who are traditionally so strong in these carry events. So we'll wait for, we can hear the whistle, the arm goes up. And Christy, what sort of drops could we see? Have they got enough left in the tank? I know we say that every single race and they keep on performing, but last individual race of the championships.
I don't want to put too much pressure on Riley Brennan, who is flying out there in lane 4, but I think he has still got some improving to do. Nothing separating them. Probably a half a stroke in front is Riley Brennan, just ahead of Matthew Lowe. And over here in lane 7, Kai Gilbert also flying.
Kai Gilbert, so valuable for Northcliffe, not only in those relays where he anchored many of their teams, but also he's the Super Lifesaver Interclub champion. He's always fast on the start. You'd expecting him to work through this underwater, because we know just how fast Riley Brennan is. When he gets a mannequin in his hand, this is where he really starts to accelerate. Can anyone go with him from here?
Riley Brennan, the only competitor choosing to do that half butterfly technique. It's working for him. He's pulling away from the competitor there, Matthew Lowe, in lane 5. It's going to be all Riley Brennan. He hits the wall. He gets his world title.
Well, the double world title, backing up the international and now the Interclub championship. So what a performance, a dominant race there. Fantastic to see him get that done. And I think it's more relief at this stage, knowing all of those big individual events are done. He takes the big breath here. Christy, ask him what it feels like to be the double champion, undisputed here in the 100 rescue medley. The international champion now becomes the Interclub champion, and loving the work of Kai Gilbert. Just watching this replay now coming through, such a fast start. But Matthew Lowe, you've got to think he is going to be an absolute superstar of the future, showing us this talent early He's going to come through for an incredible silver medal here, a time of 1:03.50. You've got to think that is close to a lifetime best for Matthew Lowe. And the gold medalist from the 50 carry, Leo Elias Baumann from Germany, 1:04.46. He settles now for a bronze medal in this 100 medley. Really close for those 1, 2 and 3. Kobe Holden, 4th in 1:06. Tom Hable, 1:07. James Lee, Met Calandra, Braden Woodford, 1:08. And Kai Gilbert, 1:13.73. What a massive program these boys have put together across the international and now the interclub competition, not just in action here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre, but some massive days down at Kurrawa Beach on the soft sand, in the sun. It's been a huge program, but that is why these boys train so hard. They have put so much work into these performances, and they are now being rewarded here at the Lifesaving World Championships. Riley Brennan, the double champ there. What an incredible performance with Matthew Lowe and Leo Elias Baumann. Fantastic racing across the board. We would expect nothing else. And that means, unfortunately, we are very close to finishing up the Youth Interclub Championships. We have 2 races to go, a B final and an A final for the mixed pool lifesaver relay. So there you go, 4 out of 5 events done already. And because this final relay here is a mixed event, we're not doing the men's and the women's separately. It is just 1 event to go, 2 races, a B final and an A final, and then we will head down to Kurrawa Beach for those final presentations and crowning our World Interclub champion. But before we do that, Christy is down on pool deck.
Right, you're the dual world champ in that event. You won it in the international. You've won it now in the interclub. Seemed like a real sense of relief when you hit the wall.
Yeah, as soon as I touched the wall, I knew I did it. To go back to back, I'm over the moon to do it.
Did you know you had Matt Lowe finishing fairly fast beside you, but just so strong? How much work have you done in the pool in these events?
I put so much work into this training with the Currumbin Beach, and it just worked for me. And I know MJ was next to me. He was going to go at hard, so I just stayed with him and got him on the end.
You said you've got 1 more event to go. You've got a team in this Lifesaver relay and then a well-deserved break.
Yeah, I have to lift this last relay, hopefully get on top, and after that, go have a beer.
Well, you've earned it. Congratulations. Go and enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, fantastic work there too. Riley Brennan taking a big win there, a double win in the 100 metres rescue medley. The mixed lifesaver relay is coming up next. We will keep an eye on the marshalling area. We'll see where they are as we take a short little break now, but we'll grab the ETA. I can see already a few of our athletes just starting to come through to that marshalling area. Remembering that we do have another live stream running at the moment, and it looks like we are at the pointy end of the men's open beach flag. So we might take a little 2 or 3 minute break, Munners. We might watch this beach flags final. We'll be back with the last races of the day here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre in just a moment. And we are back, just 2 races to close out this Interclub Championships, and it is the B final up first for the youth mixed 4x50 Lifesaver Relay. And Christy, one of the newer events on the program, but just seeing the skill and the speed of our youth athletes, you would think it's been in here for a very long time.
Yeah, we've got some very tired bodies on pool deck, but it's always easy to get yourself up for a team relay event to close out the day. Still World Championship gold medals on offer. This is the B final list on screen.
And your eyes don't deceive you. It is a smaller field here. We had some disqualifications in those heats. So what you are seeing is the athletes who are very, very quick but also technically proficient. Great Britain's Retford and District will be in lane 2. They will be in the pale blue caps at the top of your screen. We have Morty Alec, Langenberg, Metcalaundra and Hassewinkel from Germany. And you can see that we will have athletes on both ends of the pool just getting start here, setting up those blocks the way that they like it. And Christy, it's the last race, and we can see men and women racing together in this 4x50 Lifesaver Relay. 2 boys, 2 girls, and it is up to each individual team to choose where in the race they place their swimmers.
Yeah, it's looking like Metcalaundra and Langenberg are sending a female swimmer off first, so they have a job ahead of them to match it with the men.
And really tough. We do love those close finishes where we have both men and women in that final leg there. But if you weren't with us for the heats, if you haven't seen too many Lifesaver Relays in your time, we can see the athletes lining up. The first lap is a 50 free, as fast as you can go. Cannot wait to see what those splits on the wall will be. And then the second leg is a 50 with fins. Now you can see the mannequins on the bottom of the pool. So at the halfway mark, the 100 metre mark, our athletes underwater will pick up one of those mannequins, surface it to the top, and their third swimmer will be waiting in the water with no fins on. They have to carry it, no fins, 50 metres, worst job ever, worst relay leg ever. And at that 150 mark, the 3 to 4 changeover, hugely technical, really tough. And then the final swimmer will bring that mannequin home with fins. And that is a 4x50 Lifesaver Relay.
You can see there, that is our second and fourth swimmers down the far end with the fins on.
And a bit of a shout out just while we've got them on screen. We can see in lane 5, I think that's Poppy Stephen. Now she has had an incredible championships, a real specialist here. She won the Open Interclub 200 metre obstacles and the Youth Interclub 200 obs as well. So a real specialist, Metcalaundra, bringing out the big guns. And that first day that we had here for the Interclubs for the youth was just spectacular. Metcalaundra picking up the big gold medal there with Poppy, but also their line throw girls getting it done. Massive points for the club.
A very handy swimmer to have in your relay, particularly your opening leg of that relay. Poppy will be expecting big things for her in this first 50.
But she's got the challenge there. So Retford and District also in the pale blue club, top of your screen, and Hassewinkel in lane 6, closest to us, bottom of the screen. Feeling the nerves, Christy, and I'm a little bit excited because we're nearly done, but a little bit sad that it's nearly over. It's been a massive 17 days of racing here across multiple venues on the Gold Coast. But for these athletes, their final swim of the session, the day, and the championships.
The whistle calls them up to the block. They'll be in the starters' hands now. Closest to us, Hassewinkel away very fast. You can see the underwater work there from Poppy. She probably got the best of that start, leading this heat at the moment for Metcalaundra.
Doesn't need the obstacles in there at all. She is absolutely fast enough by herself, matching it with some of our male competitors here. What a start for Metcalaundra in lane 5.
I think Poppy will hit in first, just ahead of Hassewinkel. They do underwater swimmers now hitting the water. We'll pick them up from that underwater shot.
And Poppy coming through, and I think in a 27.8. Fantastic swim there as we see our athletes go through. Now, in the heats, it was mainly the ladies who were tasked with this second leg here. You can see many of them making the full distance underwater. It's such a big ask, but for many of them, it's over in about 20 seconds. We can see those mannequins being surfaced, and here we go. Big kick, big stroke rate, the 50 carry without fins. This is where we will see some of our absolute superstars, Christy, those who were in the 50 carry, probably the 100 rescue medley earlier today as well. But what a lead out there in lane 3. Morty Alec.
We do have a new leader, Morty Alec. They just pipped in that underwater leg, and the third swimmer is really making this their race. Probably 3 body lengths lead.
Look at that kick, still going this strong at the 45-metre mark. That is so impressive. Definitely dropping some time from that heat to the final as we come into the final changeover. And you can see they are away now. The big fins start to come through. And this is where the lead did change a little bit, Christy, in those final races as we had some of our men and women racing in the 4th and final lap.
It's Morty Alec in 1. Met Caloundra in 2, closing very, very fast. Met Caloundra, I don't know if they're going to have enough pool left to pull back that lead from Morty Alec. They might do. They're closing with every single stroke here. It's Morty Alec, but Met Caloundra coming so strong. Will they get them just on the wall?
Oh, it is.
They do. Met Caloundra just on the wall.
It was only about 12 100ths of a second. Oh, I thought Morty Alec was going to hold on, but what an incredible swim. What a performance. Met Caloundra coming through. And often it is faster to be the chaser than the one being chased. But fantastic racing there. We see 2:07.83 for Met Caloundra. Morty Alec in lane 3 coming through in a 2:07. And Christy, we did mention how technical this race was and that we had a few disqualifications in the heat. Heartbreaking to see that we've had one in this final as well.
Yeah, Retford and District coming up there with a DQ. So disappointing end to the day for them, but can't take anything away from our winners, Met Caloundra, and a huge opening leg there from Poppy to really set her team up for that race. And look at that finish. Oh, right on the wall.
Oh, so tough. And Met Caloundra say, yeah, we got it done. And this is where the tactics come into play for each of those teams, just different decision-making, looking at who they had in their team, the different strengths and weaknesses. And for both, absolutely the right decision there for first and second in the B final.
They timed that one to perfection. There's the results on screen for our B finalists.
Great to see Langenberg and Hasevinkel in the mix. And if you want a good read on the Lifesaving World Championships website, you can go to the news section there and read a lot of the press releases, the stories that we're collecting from the beach and the pool competition. And if you want to find out how Hasevinkel got their Ladyberg's cap, jump on the website, find out about it. One of the best stories in lifesaving. But now, Chrissy, the final race of the day, the A final for the mixed 4x50 Lifesaver Relay. This is fantastic. We had Currumbin Beach Vikings. They were the fastest qualifiers from the race earlier today. But from lane 1, we will have Bietigheim-Bissingen from Germany, Norderstedt. Northcliffe is in lane 3, Currumbin in lane 4. Now Lukenwald, lane 5. Their relays have been unstoppable in the individual, in the men's and the women. Cannot wait to see what they can do here when they combine. Maroochydore, the Black Swans in 6. From Canada, we have Pacific Swim Academy in 7. And from South Africa, Clifton Lifesaving Club in lane 8. Those bright yellow caps, there they are on screen now. Big club, great club, incredible results as well. Could Clifton pull off an upset from lane 8 here in the last race of the championships?
Anything is possible, Jen. I spoke to Riley Brennan after his win in that 100 medley, and he said he's ready for one last race with his team. They are the fastest qualifiers out of lane 4. But as you said, I don't think they're going to have it their own way. Lukenwald in lane 5 really seem to be able to find something extra when it comes to these relays.
And in particular, Northcliffe, they are in lane 3, those maroon caps. We have seen them consistently outperform from their heats to the finals, so not putting anything past them here. It's going to be an incredible race, and loving seeing both men and women lining up against each other here, the final race of the day. And it was great to hear Riley say, the job's not done yet. I've had a great carnival. I've had this incredible win here in the medley, but everyone is going to give this race absolutely everything. It is the final lap of the championships.
Our 2 fastest teams, starting with the women. Currumbin in 4, Lukenwald in 5. Very fast start there, and it is Northcliffe probably with an early lead there in lane 3.
And we've seen Clifton have some very fast starts. They are up there in lane 8. Lane 7, that looks to be Pacific Swim Academy from Canada. Probably going to be the first to touch there. We'll grab the split on the wall, and it is a 26.89 for that first touch into the changeovers here. Cannot wait to see the merman and the mermaids fly as they go through. Look at the speed there, Christy, on the underwater camera.
Pacific hit the wall in first. Clifton Surf Lifesaving Club not too far behind them, closest to screen in lane 8. Northcliffe making a bit of a move over in lane 3. They'll lift those mannequins up. You can see Clifton closest to screen have been a massive mover. Next to them, the Pacific Swim Academy still doing a great job. I think it is Currumbin starting to make a massive move now in lane number 4.
Yeah, lane 4 looking really, really good. Lane 6 starting to challenge as well. I think that is the black cap of Maroochydore. Next to them, Pacific Swim Academy not out of this yet. Clifton would love to get South Africa on the podium, but it looks to be the Currumbin Vikings swimming away at the moment. But, a late challenge here from Lukenwald in lane 4. This last changeover, anxiety through the roof. We need to get this going, but have a look at that. Currumbin looking really, really strong.
Currumbin have the body length lead over Lukenwald in lane 5. Probably pulling away with that lead now, Currumbin. They can sense that gold medal is close. Lukenwald fighting back, not giving up yet, but I don't think he's taking too much off the competitor from Currumbin. It will be Currumbin crowned world champs in this mixed lifesaver relay. Congratulations to Currumbin. Lukenwald in second.
That is a fantastic finish for a club team, a time of 154.7. Australia won the national teams competition in a 152.3. So fantastic performance in that man on screen, Riley Brennan, just picking up so many medals across the national and club teams. That goggle tan really starting to come in nicely as well. But the relief that they would be feeling now down on pool deck, Currumbin got the job done. Another world championship, fantastic points for them. Big races, and you've got to think no one is interested in warming down right now. It's been a huge afternoon for these athletes. Big race, big finish, and the sense of achievement down there on pool deck now. They've had an incredible day and incredible championships, and that does wrap up the racing as we see now the final replay of the day. Pacific out so strongly in that first leg, and the underwater was where we saw so many of our clubs start to come together. That changeover, nothing in it at all at the halfway mark. And this is where we thought Clifton Beach might be starting to challenge, but at that final turn, it was Currumbin 1, Lukenwald in 2. Fantastic finish. This is what we love. And I think it's actually Maroochydore who've come through for a bronze medal as well. A fantastic finish, but yeah, Kobe Holden, very happy with that result as well. He had the toughest lap there, the 50 carry without fins. Great finish. Great to see the sportsmanship here for our youth competitors as well. That is Currumbin and Northcliffe on screen. Fantastic results to wrap up the Interclub Lifesaving Championships. That is Currumbin in 1. That's going to be Lukenwald in 2. And Maroochydore, the Black Swans, come through for a bronze medal there. What a race, what a finish, and what a way to wrap up the Interclub Championships. That is the final race at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre. We will have one last interview out on pool deck, and then from there we will move down to Kurrawa Beach, where we will do all of the presentations from today's racing, and we will also crown those Interclub champions. The beach live stream is still running at the moment for the final Ocean Man, Ocean Woman races, and then that mixed relay, the mixed ocean M-shaped relay, I should say, to finish from there. So lots of racing the entire way along the Gold Coast. A fantastic way to close and celebrate here. A massive 17 days of racing. You can see all of the national flags flying in the breeze. It's starting to pick up out there. Very happy to be at the pool and not at Kurrawa Beach for the last of this pool racing for now. And a huge thanks to our technical officials, our judges, our timekeepers who've made their way to the Gold Coast to be part of this incredible championships and the village that it takes to put on an event like this. The ILS, the organising committee, Surf Lifesaving Queensland, our sponsors, our strategic partners as well. They've given so much for us to put on such an incredible championships. And to the competitors, their team managers, the parents, everyone who's travelled over to the Gold Coast to help us showcase the best young lifesavers in the world. It's been an absolute privilege to bring it to you here on the live stream. It's been 6 long years since we last held an Interclub Championships. It's been too long, but we're very excited to be back 2 years from now. But for now, Christy on pool deck.
Well, Currumbin Vikings, what a way to finish off this pool program. Another gold medal, another world championship.
Oh, it just feels so good. We all pulled our weight. We did incredibly well in all of our legs, so I'm just so proud of us all.
And have you been keeping an eye on the club point score? So much success for Currumbin.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'll be tight, but hopefully we can just crack it. Yeah.
A nice feeling. No more swims in the pool. You can go home and recover and enjoy the celebrations tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Congratulations, Currumbin. Jen, what a massive few days, a massive couple of weeks as we wrap up here the Youth World Championship. So many highs, a few lows as well, but hasn't it been great?
Well, we do love the drama, riding that with our athletes. 17 days, 5,000 competitors, 700 officials as well. It's been a massive, massive World Championships. It's been wonderful to bring that to you here. A huge thanks to our officials, our judges, the ILS, Surf Lifesaving Queensland, our sponsors, our strategic partners. And Christy, thanks for being on pool deck with us as well. It's been wonderful to bring everyone all the best racing in the world.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining us wherever you are around the world. We'll see you next time.
Morocco.